Okay, well, the drama surrounding the New South Wales election continues, with Nationals leader Toole surviving a leadership challenge by the thinnest of margins this week. He joins me now. Paul, congratulations, first of all, for holding on. Why did they try to overthrow you?
Well, look, I think there's always the opportunity for leadership ambition, and that was part of our party. What we do is after every election is we actually open up all positions, and then there's an opportunity for anyone to put their hand forward to be the leader, the deputy leader, or even the government whip for the next 4 years. So we had that. We vacated those positions. We actually took a ballot in the room, and I was fortunate enough to be given the honour and the privilege to be able to serve as the leader of the National Party here in New South Wales for the next 4 years.
Yeah, it is convention, as you said, but does it destabilise the party, the nature of that challenge?
No, I think one of the good things that you see with the National Party is the fact that we get on with the job of actually being united because we all fight for the same cause. And that's actually about representing people in regional New South Wales. Now, we did that over the past 4 years. We did that during the election campaign, and we've got to continue to do that again. So what we'll find is that we'll come together, we'll actually get out on the ground, we'll be meeting with grassroots members, we'll be working closely with communities right across the regions and actually fighting for the things that actually matter to them. And that's what the community want to see happening.
It was one vote. Did you think it would be as close as it was?
Well, look, I think that's democracy. And at the end of the day, that's, a decision that happens inside the party room. And, everybody's entitled to put their hand up for these positions. And, I think we did very well in the New South Wales election. I didn't see that there was a need for change. And it obviously came out that way with the ballots for each of the three positions that we did see. You have a look at the performance of the New South Wales Nationals. We did extremely well in the election itself. We unfortunately did lose one seat. That was the seat of Monero. That is a bellwether seat, and that's a seat that's actually been with government 28 out of 31 times. And when you have a look at seats like Upper Hunter, we had a 0.5% margin. We had Tweed, a 5% margin. And when you saw a swing to Labor of around 6%, everybody thought that within the first hour, these would be the two seats that would be called. But we've been able to hang on to them, and we've been able to ensure that Chris Minns and the Labor government are now in minority.
You're a big boy, you're an adult, you're also a human being. Were you hurt by it?
Oh, look, absolutely. We worked tirelessly. I've got to say that, I probably spent only, a handful of nights at home during the election campaign. So, having travelled over 31,000 kilometres just in my ute over the past 3 months, travelling to the northern part of the state, the southern part, east, west, I've been sort of every part of regional New South Wales. And, at the end of the day, that's democracy. And, we all get on with the job now of actually representing our communities.
Can I ask you about the election loss? It was obviously big, and the brand of the Liberals itself. Do you think that the association the Nationals have with the Liberal brand is hurting you guys at the moment, given that it's not particularly strong right now?
Well, I think, there's always lessons to be learned. And firstly, let me just say that, Dominic Perrottet, I think, was a really good premier here in this state. He had big ideas. He had a big vision for New South Wales. And he actually did care about the bush as well. And, Dominic and I were able to work very closely together. But, there are some lessons to be learned after every election. I'm not going to get into, what the Liberal Party should be doing. But, there are things that they need to learn from the New South Wales Nationals. It's about making sure that you listen to your community. My members and myself will be out on the ground immediately, talking to communities about what is needed, making sure that we are representing truly what their values are in the regions. We've also got to make sure that we're keeping the Labor government to account. We've been calling out for the need for a regional health minister. I don't know if we shamed Labor into that, but now they've actually tacked that onto the Minister for Health's role. We've got a regional transport minister that's been appointed, and they've got a minister for Western New South Wales who actually lives right next door to Canberra, and the minister for the North Coast lives in Sydney. So we're going to make sure that we keep them honest. We're going to make sure that they actually do truly represent our regions and not just be down for that position in namesake.
No, absolutely. And I know that you walk that talk as well. We've spoke to you a couple of times throughout some flood disasters and that kind of thing. It looks absolutely beautiful where you are. That rainbow in the background is just a perfect backdrop. We thank you so much for your time and congratulations again on holding on to the leadership.
Yeah, thanks, Erin. Thank you kindly.